If you're a man, you don't cry about it. You take life, the ups and downs. If you're a real man, you never go down, you just stay up. That's why this sport coat costs $800 and that costs $200. And I don't know what that costs, I'd be ashamed to wear it. That's why I'm wearing lizard shoes and a Rolex watch.
Importing it, snorting it, any competition extorting it, anything I want affording it, got enough crack to get four to hit, turn a saint to a sinner, lose to a winner, whether old school or upbeat, getting my shit's the best, Rick's the best, have your heart beating right out your chest, that Ric Flair like, woo! That Ric Flair like, woo! This is all I do, I got that Ric Flair like, woo! Woo! Styling, profiling, that Ricky make a girl go, woo!
You've reached Goblin and Ogre. That's my job this time. Lee Fernandez is not here.
That's good.
He's informed us that he had to work from home today, which Ian called into question, being that no one's ever heard that ever. Usually, would you say usually people are...
Usually they're told they have to go into the office.
Yeah.
Right.
Taken out of their work from home station. But Lee's job was obviously doing something either involving alcohol or of some importance. So they requested he stay home.
Oh, no, they're probably going to give him more French. Like, he complained about it last time. Every time he has to talk to French Canadians, he has to use a stern voice. Didn't you hear that part? The little bitch was complaining, oh, no, French Canadians are so mean to me. I have to be, like, rough with them. And otherwise, they're just so rude.
I wouldn't say French Canadian people are rude, but they are cocksuckers.
Well, yeah.
Last time I was there, they were trying to bully me into speaking French.
They
were
really?
blown. I was at I did the art loft, and their minds were blown that I don't speak any French.
But usually the weird thing is usually French Canadians don't like it when you aren't French and you speak French in front of them.
The lady was like, "Do you know any French?" Obviously, I know some French. I took grade 9 French, but I just dug my feet and I was like, "No, I know no French."
I know zero.
You don't know you don't know a phrase. I'm like, no.
Did you have French from elementary school, like grade 1 to grade 8?
I had French from junior kindergarten to grade 3. And then it changed the curriculum that you didn't need it until grade 4. So grade 3 I had a year off, and then I took it right up till grade 9, and I can I can ask to go to the bathroom.
That's pretty good, though.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because every year, I went French immersion.
Yeah.
And then when I came to Mississauga, I took French in grade 9, and every kid there did not know how to speak French. And the first class, okay, we're going to learn Je suis, tu es. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is like what kids in grade 1 learn.
This is what I've realized is learning French as a non-French speaker in Canada. There is a tool to it, and it's that I find most people, if they hear words in French, they go, they're speaking French. And they know. Yeah. And you think that's normal, but I hear other languages, and I can't go Vietnamese, because I don't have a lot of extensive experience with it.
If you don't know a language, it legitimately sounds like gibberish.
Nothing.
Yeah, okay. Granted, I give you that.
I was watching 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah.
And the French lady that's on it this season, I can understand some words.
Sure.
And I know she speaks, but a Vietnamese person, I'm like, this could be made up.
It's nothing. Yeah.
I could be getting punked. Ashton Kutcher will jump out and be like, you idiot. That's not Vietnamese.
I feel the same way with Arabic.
Oh,
I watch a soccer game, and then I get the bootleg soccer games because it's too expensive in Canada. And it's like the Arabic commentary, and I'll be like, nah, dude, that's just hate speech. I know what that is.
This is a racist white person pretending to speak a language.
Oh, speaking of that, have you ever heard people who do not speak English doing their impression of English? It's fucking dead on. To the point where I don't feel bad when we go ching chong, ching ding dong, because when they do English, I can't even do the impression because I speak English, but it's like, they'll be like...
The Valley Girl impression?
Yeah, but they're just not saying words, so they'll be like... Ba-ja ba-da ba-ba-ba ba-da-ba or something. They do they hit all the tones right. It's fucking hilarious.
I have seen online Asian kids open their eyes up to pretend to be white people.
like I'm white. Yeah. My name is John. Yeah.
Capitalism.
No, it's funny. That's what I realized is some of that stuff. If they do it in other countries to us, I think then it's all fair game. It's funny.
You hear that, Asian kids?
I've gone back and forth with the like brown accent thing.
Why? It's hilarious.
I'm on the 4th right now. I've gone back, but I'm on 4th right now, which is it's funny. It's funny.
I say a few key words with a little weird accent, and it just makes me laugh. Like pants. I don't say pants. I say like I'm gonna
Bonts.
Bonts.
That's like the because when I was a kid, I loved the Russell Peters joke.
Paint.
Paint. Yes. I still do paint. Like once in a while, just to myself. Yeah. To no one. To no one. I do racism to myself, by myself, to no one.
That's just your internal struggle. That's your white versus your brown, just being mean to yourself.
Oh, my girl's mom is she's going through this thing called it's a very important thing to know going through. It's called delirium. And when you have delirium, it's basically if you're an old person and you're in a hospital for like a really long time, it kind of drives you nuts for a temporary period, and like you're a little more honest. You say things, but also you say things that don't make sense. But
Well,
she's been
How old is she?
76.
Fuck.
Yeah. She's been roasting me and making fun of me, and I have to like laugh it off because she doesn't exactly know what she's saying or whatever.
I think she means it. I think she's like, this is my chance to be Richard Pryor. Hey, fatty.
It's been burning a hole in her heart.
I wish it was
Don't squish my daughter.
I wish
Don't roll over.
It is stuff like that though. I wish it was just verbal, but the other day I was standing next to her and like giving her something to drink, and she like starts staring at my stomach, and I can see her staring at it. And then she picks up her 2 hands and starts drumming on my stomach and going bop, 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 bop. I'm like,
That's fucking awesome.
Oh,
Somewhere in the back of her mind, she's wanted to do that for the last 6 years.
That's what I told my girl. My girl thinks like she's not. Don't worry, this is not. And I'm like, no. She thought this. She didn't do it because she's a polite person in normal society, but she's thought it.
Now there's no rules.
There's no rules. Yeah.
She's
like
off-roading.
She's like a drunk person right now, and she's just like,
Speaking of that, there's a beer called Delirium you should get for her.
Oh yeah.
Can she
There
drink?
is.
Is she
No.
allowed?
No. God, no.
Who cares? What's she gonna do? Streak?
No. Die of liver cancer.
Yeah, well, I'm actually thinking because I'm very well versed in like we check on her a lot or whatever. I'm very involved, so I'm very well versed in her diet restrictions, and I'm like, technically, it says nowhere no alcohol, so technically.
I think that was just like for granted, no alcohol.
Yeah, they just assumed I wouldn't.
Pure poison.
Well, they just like no one's gonna throw this on top of alcohol on top of this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like
all the
go to
medication.
somebody's like, you're diabetic, you need to cut down on your sugar. But I can eat ice cream though, right? I'm like, no.
My grandma, when she had Alzheimer's, she got horny as hell.
Oof.
Oh,
She was like,
Yeah, you know what? I heard
like in the
I've heard-
nursing home, like the maintenance guy would go by, and she'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
and she was like an old farm wife too.
Yeah,
so I was
yeah.
like, when was the last time she was horny? Like, so I gotta feel good.
So this may have been her mom, or may have been another lady, because there's a bunch of them going through it, right? So I'm not going to reveal because I don't want to say too much about her.
So it's definitely her. Or else you would have just been like another lady.
Eunice.
She may have told one of the nurses, "You look like you could take a good fuck."
Damn. And was it a boy nurse or a girl nurse?
Girl nurse.
Oh
No. Didn't mean like from her. Just meaning like.
In
Oh,
general.
she was making a statement.
She's making a statement like you
Just
look.
a general observation.
You look like you're good and bad to men. That's what she meant. Like,
Do you think she wants to scissor? Do you think she would les out with somebody at this point?
No, I don't think so.
If I brought a lesbian there,
Yeah.
do you think I could tempt her?
No.
well, she's skinny enough.
She's very skinny. Yeah.
So you don't think if I brought a lesbian, I was like, hey,
No.
you want some of this?
No, I don't. I haven't seen any indication of that. She's definitely shown some interest in like talking about men. Oh, that nurse guy or whatever. That doctor's good looking. She said that a couple times. Nothing really as dirty as with the female nurse that one time, but it wasn't about interactions together.
Do you think Trish would be mad if I snuck a lesbian in there and tried to tempt her mother?
I think Trish would be like, I'm glad she had a visitor. We need a break.
I'm going to make us out of service.
You know who you should bring a nice woman for? Is sharing a room with her for a while was like an old senile Greek man, probably from like this area.
Oh, yeah.
And he would like complain about people, but he forgets that none of us speak Greek. So he'll just be there. He's like, and they're like, hi, Bill. They call him Bill. That doesn't sound Greek to me, but.
Yeah, it's probably William or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't sound Greek either, to be fair.
I mean, the Greeks have been fucked by everybody, so who gives a shit?
Daniel doesn't sound Sri Lankan or wherever the hell you're from.
Sri Lankan. He's Sri Lankan.
Well, Felix also doesn't sound Sri Lankan.
I'm
Fair
10th
enough.
generation. Like, my grandfather was actually named Felix, and he was also quite Sri Lankan.
Was he a cat?
No.
No. Okay.
May have been. His side is Hindu.
No.
Could have been a cat at some point.
Yes.
Catholic.
No, you got Hindu in your family.
Catholic.
Oh, that's your
My
mom's
mom's
side.
side.
Your
My
mom's
mom's
side.
side.
Yeah. Catholic. Catholic converter. Catholic. Do you even know what type of... Are you like a type of Christian, technically?
I'm Protestant, bro.
Protestant. Ew.
Don't know what it means.
Terrible.
Don't know what it means. Only went to church till my grandma died. Then we got the fuck out of there.
Protestant,
even,
you're about divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know
you're
about
all
Martin
about
Luther.
the divorce and beheading
shit.
women.
Martin Luther
I'm all
was
down
sick.
here. Look at that.
Martin Luther was pretty cool because he just
I
came up
heard
with
that on
divorce.
mic.
Yes.
And then the Pope got pissed. And the Pope was like trying
Yeah.
to coax him out because this was on like when the Pope was a nasty bastard and he would kill people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Pope was like, "Hey, Martin Luther,
So
come here, come visit."
This
Martin
is when the
Luther's
Pope
like, "No,
was
dude."
Italian. None of this fucking Brazilian bullshit.
When I was growing up, though, I thought Martin Luther, who came up with
Argentinian.
Protestantism, was
shit.
the black guy.
The what?
When I was a kid.
Oh, Martin Luther.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought the same thing.
I was like, I'm very proud to be a Protestant. I once had a dream too, Martin Luther.
MLK.
I thought because he was a priest or some sort, right?
He was a pastor. He was, I think,
Yeah,
Baptist.
but he wasn't a pastor of the Lutheran Church, though.
No, he was Baptist.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah. But they still they show respect to
You know,
Martin
Baptist
Luther.
isn't part of like the original Christianity tree. Because
Huh?
Baptist is for John the Baptist, Jesus' cousin.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know
but
that?
they
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
in Jesus. We all believe in John
No,
the
no.
Baptist. We just don't think he's
Well, no, but that's the thing
he's
is
Scottie Pippen.
pretty much, yeah.
No,
But
I guess Peter's Scottie Pippen.
John the Baptist was very much fire and brimstone. You're gonna go to hell if you do something bad kind of guy. So he's very much like the what do you call it? The
a scary guy, like
no, well, not the enforcer.
yeah. The Ty Domi.
Yeah,
of-
pretty much the Ty Domi. So then Baptist is just his version. So it's not part of the original Catholicism, Christianity.
Like
because
the
Protestant is like Catholics, Anglican Church, and then over there.
Is that like Mormon? How Mormon's not really part of that tree either?
Whoa.
No.
Don't say I'm like a
Yeah,
Mormon.
Mormons aren't part of that tree either.
You are Mormon.
No, I'm not.
Pretty sure you're Mormon.
We're Protestants are nothing like
Pretty
Mormons.
I've been to your parents' house. It looks Mormon-y.
Protestants rock.
Your parents' house looks Mormon-y. It's
A little-
like
a little
got a
more-
Mormon
Because my
feel.
dad has 8 wives. You're going to say that we're Mormons? Because my dad's got a lot of wives.
Yes, and I get. You know what? The Latino one is the hottest.
We need farm work done. I moved out. What do you replace one man with? 8 women. It takes 8 women to do my jobs.
Takes 8 women to do all men's.
You just said out publicly that you were married to your dad before,
Wait.
and that's how you replaced.
I
I'm
want to.
Protestant, man.
I want to scratch.
We got divorced. It's okay.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Oh, true. I want to scratch all of the last 5 minutes because I've decided I forgot on the way here.
Yeah.
He's right. Getting booked at the lab. We are flipping this on Lee while he's away. This is a more woke podcast now. No more. We're gonna be hardline. Let's deal with the
I
issues.
thought this was a man cast because we're
It's
all
a
men here.
Yeah, that's right. He also said that. He said Lee's not a real man, and so we're doing a man cast
Yes.
while he's away. Yeah. But we can be a man cast, but also
Be a woke
more
man cast?
enlightened. I don't go full woke, but enlightened.
Okay.
Well, enlightened to me means we're going to take some mushrooms and have a good time.
I'm not against
Especially this around
As long
this
as you
time
keep
of
your
year.
pants on this time.
this. You know,
I took acid. It was acid that made me.
Okay.
I'll say this right now. This summer, I'll try shrooms
You try shrooms?
one time. this summer. One time, try shrooms.
I think you should get a job
Hotel
before you
room?
do shrooms because that could upset you.
Yes.
That I'm jobless?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I
your
might freak
homeless.
out.
Yeah.
You might have a very bad time if you don't have a job.
The last time
yeah.
I was on shrooms,
Yeah.
Steph had a very bad time. She's like, you were the biggest sourpuss. I thought I was a cat, crawled into a little part of the sofa there, wrapped up in a blanket, and was just swipe at her and just yell mean shit.
So, my thought is, you don't put anyone in danger like that. Not that you're.
No, I wasn't any danger.
I'm just saying, well, with your claws. But no, I'm thinking controlled environment, hotel room.
Okay.
What do you do? That lock, that that you slide the lock thing. Yeah.
What, you think you could jump out a window?
No.
You think you can fit through that window?
Hotel's got tiny windows.
That's exactly my point.
Who are you, my mother-in-law?
His mother-in-law
Stop these jokes.
You might be able to get your mother-in-law out that window. She's
Bum, 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 bum. No. We lock ourselves in a hotel room.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do it.
Yes.
Play some music, whatever, and just deal with it till
explore
calm
each other's
down.
bodies.
Look.
Okay, hold on. Okay,
Whatever
how
happens.
do you want to do the shrooms? Do you want to do it OG?
Boof them.
OG, like just get a whole bunch of shrooms.
Snort 'em.
You don't know.
No, I'm
sorry,
just joking.
Eat it. You just eat really disgusting mushrooms, or do you want it in chocolate form?
I don't think that. Well,
Pizza.
there are the dispensaries here now that have the
Yeah.
chocolates.
Yeah, they have the chocolates.
I think misconception that mushrooms taste bad. I think more the texture is terrible.
No, they do taste bad. They do taste bad.
Maybe it's just my white tongue.
You didn't
Yes,
fight it
you
at all.
have
The second he said they do taste bad, you go,
Salt is not a seasoning, buddy.
Last time I did mushrooms, I was convinced that a guy was going to kill me because he was showing me his guns. It was my chick's friend. No, it was
real guns.
He was showing me
Oh.
handguns and assault rifles he had. And then he was.
You want to peek at the camera, just make sure it's.
He was walking around the house
Thank
with
you.
a pistol. And I was
Okay.
like, my girlfriend convinced me that he might be trying to kill us.
Yeah, we
So
go.
he put down the pistol at one point, and I
Yeah,
took
yeah.
it, and then I had the pistol.
So you were more afraid that you were gonna.
No, I was defending
Lil
myself.
Wayne yourself.
I was defending myself with the pistol. I
Oh,
slept
okay.
with it under my pillow.
You slept with the pistol under your
With
pillow.
another man's gun.
Yeah.
You slept with it under your pillow,
That seems adulterous.
like cheating on.
Yeah,
Or
his-
is the gun cheating on
I
the
wasn't
man?
cheating on nobody. That
no,
gun
no,
was
you,
cheating on its owner.
yeah, the gun was cheating.
Yeah, I was
but you
trying
instigated it.
Yeah, you're
Well,
the whore.
I took it.
You're the house
Took it.
home wrecker.
No, I.
So should I bring my guns? Is what I'm saying.
Bring a gun,
Water guns.
Real gun. 22. Just a small gun. 22.
pepper spray. How about that? Let's
I
dial
don't
it
have
down.
any pepper spray.
I do.
Yeah, I gotta go to Montreal and get me some pepper spray.
I got some pepper spray. Well, I have dog spray.
When I was
I have
in
dog spray.
Montreal
I have bear
last
spray.
time.
Bear spray.
And a whistle.
Bear spray. When I was in Montreal last time,
I thought it was like the dumbest thing. A bear whistle and a bear spray. And I was like, what am I going to do with this? If a bear comes, you'll be happy. I'm like, no, I won't.
last time I
I'll
was
be
in
dead.
Montreal, I went to go look at bear spray because I
Yeah.
thought about getting some for my chick at the time, and I was in like talking to the shop owner, and I was like asking him about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you just like do and like press
Yeah.
the button," and then he sprayed the bear spray in the store, and it was just me and him. We like ran.
It's really bad.
It's awful.
I think I told this on the podcast one time before, but me and my friend, the Ukrainian.
We're hiding in bushes trying to attack a woman.
That's right.
Oh, you
Trying
broke,
to find a wife is how I like to say it.
broke
Trying
back
to find a
mountain
wife.
tour?
No, yes, we did one of our camping trips.
Yeah.
And he at the end of the trip he goes, "Hey, look, we're gonna leave. I got this bear spray, and on the can it says it's expiring this year, and this is our last camping trip. Let's just shoot it just for fun, whatever." So we point it into the bushes and shoot it. One, it's really cool. Shoots really far. Like, as strong as any water gun you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Right? Two, if you're going to test it, doing it against the wind is probably a bad idea.
So you are downwind.
We were down. So it went that way for a while.
And then just
then
get-
we just, like, as we're packing up the rest of our shit, we just start coughing. Right? And we're like,
Yeah.
oh, shit. Whatever. So we start packing up quick. And then we start slowly hearing every camp around us coughing.
And what happens when bear spray goes? Does it get worse?
No, it stops being effective. It stops.
It would suck if you had bear spray and it was expired, and there's a bear, and you're like, ah! And the bear's like,
no. I think it stops shooting out. It just starts dribbling down your hand. You're like,
it's not an old dick. it shoots.
That's what happens when it expires.
I planted my peppers today.
Oh yeah,
I had my pepper seeds.
Oh, you're a gardener now.
Yeah. Well, I'm a farmer.
Yeah.
So this should be easy.
No, but did you at the farm or at home?
At home. I'm a city farmer now.
You're a city farmer. Okay.
I'm a balcony farmer.
A balcony farmer. Okay.
I'm gonna be a balcony farmer.
But it's totally like I was reading about planting my peppers, and I planted like Scotch bonnet and shit.
Yeah.
Spicy peppers. And they're like, you should wear gloves while doing this, and I did not. And I don't think it did anything, but it fucked with my head because since then I've been scared to pee.
So you haven't peed in how many days?
He hasn't touched his dick when he pees.
I did it.
Okay, you sit down to pee though.
Yes.
I haven't. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. I wash my hands a bunch, but I still feel like when I touch my face, I'm like,
you can feel a burn.
I don't know. I think I'm fucked.
Yeah, that's probably left. The capsaicin is left.
No,
on
I don't think I'm
hands.
fucked. Like it's gonna burn me. I think I'm fucked that I.
You need seasoning in your
stupid.
life. That's what you need.
I do tons of seasoning. Italian, Greek.
I'm scared it's Scotch bonnet. I planted Scotch bonnet, and I'm gonna burn my eyes.
Can I say we're doing this patio cast? I'm so happy right now. It's a little cold, like mildly, but I'm loving this. I miss patios so much.
The more I drink, the warmer I get.
Well, it's nice because everyone looks at us.
Yes, everybody's like, what the? What is this? We are planning a coup against Trump. That's what we're doing. No, I just love the patio cast. It's making me happy.
You know what?
Are you still
actually, we could be the the candidates for the election, right? You got Pollier over there. You could be Carney, and I could be Jerkoff Singh.
No, I'm the very lesser known Pedno from the Green Party.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the People's Party.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to go with the Bloc Québécois.
I don't even know who's running.
I was reading everybody's platforms.
Yeah.
And the Bloc Québécois is so fucking stupid as a political party. Because just all their things, it's like, what did you do for economics? Well, give Quebecers more money.
Yes.
And you're like, why would the rest of Canada care about you?
It's true.
It's the best.
They were MACA way before, like they were Make Quebec Great Again, like way before Donald Trump was doing the America thing. They're all about Quebec.
Yeah.
And the sad part is they do better than other, like
They do better than the Green Party.
They do better than the Green Party.
Oh, yeah. Quebec loves Quebec.
They love, that's true.
The Green Party was good until weed got legalized.
Yeah.
Because like people like me, like when I was in high school, I'd be like, Green Party, man, because they want weed legal. And then Justin Trudeau did that, and then I'm like, who cares about you, Green Party? Get out of here.
We got what you did.
What are your economic policies? We'll make weed legal. Too late.
Done. All right.
More weed
But
shots.
Quebec, like, what are you doing for transportation? They're like, high-speed railway through Quebec.
Only for Quebec.
You must
Paid by Canada, free for Quebec.
You must be able to ask if you can go to the bathroom in French before you can ride our train.
So, speaking of that, I was listening to the French debates yesterday because I wanted to see how funny they would, like, because they all say they can speak French, right?
Yeah.
So I was listening to the French debates, and the question comes up about the carbon tax, and they're like, oh, the carbon tax has been axed, but the rest of Canada still gets a rebate for 2 months. Quebecers get nothing. And Carney's like, well, Quebecers didn't really pay the carbon tax.
Yeah.
So they don't get the rebate. It's only fair for the people who paid it to get their money back.
Yeah.
And he's like, how is that fair for Quebec? Quebecers should not pay for shit and get the 2 months rebate because we're Quebecers.
I
honestly chisel that goddamn province out of here and throw it in the ocean.
This is the land of my people that you stole from a different people. Stay away from my stolen land.
The Métis can stay because they're the French natives.
That's true.
I don't
Hey,
Manitoba.
I could be. I'm Métis. I'm half French and half Indian.
You're Manatee.
Touche.
You know what I was thinking about the other day is on our old podcast when I like decided I'm gonna stop reacting to the fat jokes and that'll cut the legs up from under them.
Nope.
And then they go, we're gonna call them stupid now. And it bothered me more. And I never admitted it. It bothered me more. I was
Flicks with dicks?
Yeah, on Flicks with Dick. Because I got used to fat jokes since I was like 19 or whatever. I wasn't fat then. Whatever, 22 or whatever. I got used to fat
when
jokes.
When they had like the burger days at McDonald's?
I'm not going to lie. No, it's Whopper Wednesdays was a really bad one for me. And I've rediscovered Burger King because lately...
they're back.
Oh, yeah, they're good.
Oh, they're so good. Burger King is so much better than McDonald's.
Oh, like Elvis. It went away for a while, but the King's back.
That's right. I learned more and more about Elvis.
Every day used to be a good thing. Like Mondays was... I forget what Monday. Tuesdays was Toonie Tuesday KFC.
Yeah.
Wednesdays Whopper Wednesdays. Thursdays was double cheeseburgers at McDonald's.
Yeah, and
Friday nobody ate because it was fucking fish fillet.
Fish. Well, look, I'm gonna be. By the way, it's we're recording this the day before Good Friday. Good Friday tomorrow. I'm gonna be all in on fish, but I love fish now.
Why?
I can't wait. It's just fish is delicious.
Fish is not delicious.
I hated fish when I was a kid. Fish is delicious. All creatures from the ocean, delicious. Shrimp, delicious. Lobster, delicious. Fish, delicious. And it makes sense. It's our original form. We were all fish, so it should be delicious.
No.
That's what we were when the world started. Well, we were like microbes or something. I don't know.
No, microbes would be delicious then.
Yes. Not troglodytes.
Troglodytes.
Anyone need another drink?
No, I'm good.
Yes, one for me.
What are you drinking?
Yeah.
A
gay orange drink.
I will have a...
Oh, wait, we're woke now.
I'll have a Canadian.
Yeah, I forgot we're woke now. Yes, support of Canada. No more. Fuck Pabst Blue Ribbon, although it's on sale, so I can't be mad at them. Inflation is still a real thing. No, yeah, I'm really excited to like eat fish. I now take like holidays where you're supposed to eat a certain thing as a challenge to make it unhealthy and delicious.
I'm good about what I eat. I have salmon fillets in the fridge. And I have once a month where I eat my vegetables and have my fish.
Once a month you eat vegetables?
No.
That doesn't feel healthy.
No.
I've watched a lot of Athlete X videos.
The saying is eat your vegetables, but once a month I have fish. I eat vegetables every day. I'm not Lee.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a fucking child.
No. I'm excited for Easter weekend.
Redheads.
Wait, you like what?
I like redheads.
Oh,
there was a very nice redhead that walked by.
You know what? That's another thing I'm excited about is patio weather is also beautiful people weather. I'll be nice and inclusive if you're listening to this. Beautiful men, I'm sure, are walking around shirtless or whatever. But for me, the sexified women walking around looking good. And I am a committed man, but I'm very excited. Sundresses.
Oh, sundresses.
Sundresses, yeah. Little shorts. This is gonna be the creepiest 5 minutes that I'll leave in, but I won't be part of our clip. But I'm very excited about hot weather. I'm really contemplating like my girl's been trying to convince me to be like, hey, let's fucking blow this popsicle stand and like go live in a nicer country that's like will be cheaper and we can work from home or something like that. And it sounds better all the time. I don't know what country. I think she's pushing her family's country, but either way, I don't care. I'm thinking about it.
Speaking of black people.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mention her.
I had two very, very funny black interactions today.
Oh, yeah?
Well, the first one, the first one's kind of funny. I went to the gym today. My gym's attached.
Mind you, before you finish the story, I will be clipping this and sending to the lab before you get there.
This wasn't me. I didn't say anything.
Okay, yeah.
The where I go to the gym, it's attached to an elementary school.
Yeah.
And they were getting out as I was leaving. And there was like a bus coming up, Regent Park Community Center.
Okay.
And there was a bus coming up to take like the little kids to get on the bus so they don't walk home. And there was a black kid, like 11 or 12, but he's like, yo, can you imagine not being able to walk home, you stupid, and dropped the N-word?
Yeah. He said it to a friend?
No, he yelled it at the bus of 5-year-olds.
Oh, okay.
And I died laughing as I was walking by. And then he looked
That is the appropriate response.
He looked at me, and then I was like, please don't say anything about me, young black man. I can't do anything. Like, what am I going to do, hit an 11-year-old black kid? No, that's the young Richard Pryor right there. And then my next one was just a old black lady in my building said I had really cool glasses.
These ones?
Yeah.
They're not cool.
Yes, they are. That's Ski Patrol 92.
Yeah. Fuck you, Manatee.
They're fucking retro.
You stupid Manatee.
All it needs is turbo on the side there, and it's perfect.
I'm going to be really mad when I, like, I have to title this later, and all I can think of is stupid Manatee, and I call it that self-deprecatingly. No, those are the whitest sunglasses ever.
That's why I bought them.
It's because they bought. Like when I see those at like gas stations and stuff, I'm like, oh, look at all the white guys that are gonna buy these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know their demographic.
No, I'm trying to.
It's like when they sell those fake Gucci sunglasses.
Yeah.
They know I'm gonna buy one.
Oh,
Because I'm not paying $300 for sunglasses, but I pay $20 at a gas station
one of my happiest
or a
moments
convenience store.
to this day is when we were out drinking.
Yes.
And Nigel found Ray-Bans somebody had left in the bar,
Yeah.
and I have them to this day. And I don't even know. I don't think I comprehend because I'm not fashionable enough to understand how good it is to have Ray-Bans, but I have them. I have Ray-Bans in my car right now, and I'm better than non-Ray-Ban people.
Are they the ones with like the diamonds, like in the core? Like
No, these are real.
or they like aviator?
Like the aviator style?
No, in between. In between regular sunglasses and aviators, they're kind of in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just sunglasses.
You should
They're
wear
sunglasses.
those like hilarious like Oakley sunglasses.
Which? What are
Oh, you know
hilarious-
what? Hold on. How long have you had your car for?
I don't know, like
Since
8
your other
years.
car died and I got stuck in the middle of nowhere.
Not in the middle of nowhere. The great town of Burlington, Ontario.
and then you got us a cab home.
The Yoga Central of Canada.
That actually was very nice
It's
of you.
early Uber. It was
So
an
let's
Uber.
let's say 8 to 10 years, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So
eight.
if you press your sunglass holder thing, is that your sunglasses in there or your girls?
I mean, full disclosure, my ownership of the car will fall out.
Why not the glove box?
That's
where
what
it
the glove
belongs.
box is for.
Because my girl shoves shit in the glove box,
Oh.
and every time I try to get into the glove box, a plethora of lottery tickets fall out, and so I have no space for my own shit in my
You
own
throw out
glove
the lottery
box.
tickets.
Yeah.
She
And the next time she tries to touch you, slap her hand. You go, no.
It comes with a lock.
she buys the lottery tickets, and
Does
then
she check them?
By the way, those people said something to us, right? Did you hear? Because I have the
Yes. No.
headphones.
She asked if we were doing a podcast. I said yes. She said, "Can I be on your podcast?" And I said no. And then she's like, "Oh, I'll be so cool on a podcast." And then you two were talking, and I was like, "No, you probably."
That's why
wouldn't
women
be.
stink. They all think
Oh.
they'd be good on a podcast.
Hey, again, I'm going to clip this and send this to the lab before you get
This
there.
is the man cast, and we
this
can
is
be
the
man about
cast,
it.
But we are woke men, so no more. We are positive.
Okay, so let's be real. Nobody from the lab would ever listen to this podcast.
No. I you know, I've done the lab several times. I go to their open mic. It's a very good open mic.
On
or whatever.
Wednesdays?
No, Fridays. The
Fridays.
Well, they have a Thursday and a Friday, but the Friday is the one I tend to go to.
Am I on an open mic?
What?
No.
You're
Well,
running
today
an
is
open mic?
No, I said, am I on the open mic? Oh, no.
No.
It's just me and a bunch of one-named people.
The open mic starts at 10 p.m. If you're on the 8, you're good. One name people. Yeah, he's on. He's
I'm
on
the only
Prince
person with
show.
the last name on this.
Really?
Except for a bougie babouche, but
You should text him now and say, "Can you please switch mine to just say Ferg?"
Razor.
Razor.
Fergalicious.
I want to be Razor.
Fergalicious.
My rap name used to be Razor Matchstick.
Rager Matchstick?
Razor
Really?
Matchstick.
Wait, you had a rap name?
My rap name used to be
What
Titty
is-
Bank.
Titty bag. What's yours?
I don't have one. Oh, wait.
Stupid manatee.
That's not true. I thought of a rap name back, but I never intended to rap. But I went with, because my initials are DRS, I was going to go with Dr. S. And then I found out that is a humorous movie made by Damon Wayans.
Yes.
he plays Dr. S.
Oh, you know what I heard?
You think she really owns a Ferrari?
No, but that's a very nice jacket. I want it.
She wears a Ferrari and then
She
wears,
walks.
and wears with pajama pants.
She's nouveau rich.
I think a Ferrari would eject you if you're wearing pajama pants inside of it. I think it has that
But
technology.
speaking of Damon Wayans, I
Yeah.
heard he's a
you guys know he's black?
yes. But
Damon?
I saw White Chicks.
he fucks
Only movie
He's
his
I've
not
seen.
in White Chicks.
He-
He's one of the older brothers. My
He-
wife and kids.
my
That's
yeah
him?
my he steals
I'll look this
He
up.
steals jokes?
No, he steals brothers, girls,
Yeah.
cousins, girls, step cousins, girls. If you have a girl, you do not bring her around Damon Wayans because Damon Wayans We'll try to fuck her.
Girl.
Step cousin's kind of being a little crazy if he's complaining about it.
I'd fuck my step cousin's girl. I'd fuck my step cousin's girl right now. I don't have one, so I can say it freely. I don't have a step cousin, but I.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I don't have any step cousins.
Does your girl have cousins?
No, that's not a step cousin.
That's cousin-in-law.
That's cousin-in-law, and then if there was a step, then it would be a step cousin-in-law. A step cousin would be your uncle married someone, and that person had kids. That's your step cousin.
Or if I married Sanker's mother.
Yes.
That's
10-year plan.
I had an example already.
My cousins would be his step cousin.
I condone that. I can officiate.
Nice.
I feel like I had an example already, and we were in that lane, and we could stay in that lane.
Wouldn't it be nice if I married your mother?
We cannot stay in the same lane.
No, my mom told me a long time ago, no white men.
He's not white.
That's for
He's
you.
Protestant.
The blacks of the Catholics.
No. Wait, we got lost on my... I'm trying to get out of this country is what I'm saying. As much as I love Canada and, I'm all into the buy Canadian thing, I'm going to live in
I could get you deported.
Thailand.
I got some connections. Send you back for where you came from.
I came from
You just
here.
end up in Brampton.
No, at this table, I'm the only person born in this city.
Yes.
At this table.
That is true.
Well, weren't you born in North York?
Okay, I was born in Etobicoke.
Etobicoke.
And it was
Etobicoke
Etobicoke
part
at the
of
time.
Toronto then?
But Etobicoke is Toronto proper.
So no, you weren't
at
born
the
in
time,
the city.
No, but at the time, I was born...
Etobicoke is 416, therefore Toronto proper.
But what he's saying is...
But you are 1905, buddy. You do not have a...
I'm 519.
No, he's far. He's way far. He's like...
Like I said, I'm 514.
He's a couple towns over. No.
But Etobicoke was not even part of Toronto back then.
He's technically right about that. When I was born, it's pre-amalgamation, so
Yes.
I was born in another city technically. But now that city's apart. So
Yeah.
I'm Toronto.
You're
born
like a
and
Niagara
raised.
Falls resident.
No!
Right after the War of 1812, where you're like, I was actually born where Canada became.
First of all, Etobicoke, best part of Toronto. By
What?
far. Leaps and bounds.
What the
The
fuck?
infrastructure, the economy, none of it. And you don't want any of it.
The Humber
Etobicoke
students?
sucks.
That's right. Humber, best college. I
No.
wish I went there. I should
Humber
have gone
best
there.
college?
Best college.
No.
Easiest college
in
to
the
get
country.
into.
Ivy League.
No.
Ivy League of Canada is,
No.
is the Harvard.
Sheridan.
Harvard College, also known as the Harvard.
It's Ivy League if Ivy
That's
League
not even the
means
best-
it's very yucky.
Humber's not Ivy. It's very yucky. That is the greatest. Honestly, that is the best adjective for Humber
I know,
College.
it just-
Humber College is yucky.
very
It is
He
the
was so
yuckiest
intense.
college I've ever been to.
He was so intense.
Very yucky.
And it ended so cute. Like to hear yucky at the end. It ended so cute. No, Etobicoke is the best part of Toronto.
No.
The flavor.
Etobicoke is the only neighborhood in Toronto I would actually think about taking a shit on the streets. Because I'm like, this doesn't
That's
matter.
not true.
No
That's
one will
not
care.
true. I could take a shit in Cabbagetown for sure.
Yo, you take a shit in Cabbagetown, a hobo is throwing it at you.
Aren't we in Cabbagetown?
No. We're Danforth.
I
We're-
live in Cabbagetown.
We're
Oh, okay. You live in Cabbagetown.
Well,
So this is Greek Town.
I tell white people I live in Cabbagetown. I tell black people I live in Regent Park.
chameleoning.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get along.
I would say Little Portugal is my favorite part of Toronto.
Little Portugal?
Little Portugal.
That's not
Say
true.
beaches.
Ew. You want to talk about homeless
the
people?
beaches? You see
and shit in there.
NHL players walking around there because they
Isn't
live there.
Isn't the you're saying the beaches?
Yeah,
is the
but
best part of town.
they're all
Okay.
Maple Leafs though.
Not
They're
true.
they're all golfers that leave in the first round.
No, you know what? The best part of town is actually if you have money.
Sanker's mom's bedroom.
If you had money was
And yet, that's a Via Rail season
it's a
pass.
really hurtful but well-timed joke because I now really regret saying if you have money because it suggests that she's a prostitute as well.
What high class?
Not only if you have money. I'm looking back at that and I really don't like that clip. I really don't.
Clip it.
You're talking to future Sanker and he goes, it was funny. Take that, old Sanker. No. Beach is great. No, the stretch from like Bayview. Like, do you know Millwood? Do you know that
Yeah.
street? Yeah, that's great.
Bayview to Mills.
Like Leaside area?
Leaside
nice.
is great.
Yeah, Leaside's nice.
Because you got like strip malls up there.
And the
Strip malls,
best
but,
gelato
like,
place in all of Toronto.
What? Oh, Hollywood Gelato?
Yeah,
the
Hollywood Gelato.
Original California sandwiches up there?
Oh, really?
Yeah. A
Which
lot
I
of
don't know why
all-time-
Canada
I
has
don't know
so much of
California
that.
sandwiches was Canadian.
Yeah.
Same with like I was at Boston
thought it was
Pizza.
California.
Boston
Pizza, like they're
Yeah,
like,
but that makes sense.
I forget they were like some not Ontario, like a different province. They're like Canadian, like made, started in Calgary or whatever.
Yeah.
And
No.
Italian food. And
Oh,
I'm like, why the hell-
Kelsey's from Alberta.
But why the hell would somebody name Boston Pizza their restaurant
What?
Boston Pizza when it serves Italian food and they're in Canada?
We used to do
Well,
this.
it's because they didn't think Canadians will go to Boston, so like we'll lie and say, "This is New
No.
York pizza. This is Boston pizza."
So I did look it up. If you want to ruin the joke,
Okay, ruin the joke.
I'll ruin the joke. Is
not
one
the
of the
first time.
guys who started it, his last name was Boston. Or
Oh,
something like that. It's something like that.
Boo.
Yeah.
That was because his hand had a lot of acne.
You know what?
Boston Pizza's a punch in the face from somebody with hand acne.
You know what? I'm boycotting Boston pizza now.
I've never even seen hand acne.
Oh, you've never
Really?
seen hand acne?
No,
You've never
it's
seen
gross.
hand acne.
You don't know enough white
it
people.
back of the
Is it
head?
Irish?
Yeah, of course it's the back
Yeah.
of the head. Nobody has hand acne in the middle of the.
I don't
Those
know.
are warts.
The worst. Yeah, it's true. Oh, look at all my acne. You have warts. You're a leper, and you're like, I got really bad acne this year. No, Jesus, no, it's all right. That's just bad acne. No,
Stop talking about Jesus, dude.
yeah, Jesus, I'm all down with Jesus now.
No, this is the day
I'm
he
all-
died. We should be spitting on his grave.
No,
You know that's the
Wait,
best
no,
part.
tomorrow we die.
Tomorrow is my birthday, and I get to throw Jesus in his dead body in a cave. That's my gift.
you don't do that. That's not part of.
That's what
It's
happens
done.
on my day.
It's
on
happened.
Good Friday, the day
happened.
that
It's
I was
happened.
born. Jesus gets thrown in a fucking cave.
There's a
and
lot
they
more.
close it.
There's a lot more than you're making it sound like. That's the only event.
That's the
and that's
event.
kind of the least.
They stabbed him for 30 days, and
yeah.
now they throw his dead
Wait,
body
did
in
the
a cave.
Romans just leave him and then everyone
hoped
else
he
took his
rotted.
bodies and they were like we're gonna put it in a cave.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the Romans desecrate that corpse?
They did. No,
They
because
did-
he was
no.
he was hanging for 40
Further.
days.
40
Right.
days. Ew, he stinks.
For 40 days and 40 nights, he was crucified.
I mean,
And then they brought him down and they threw him in a cave, and they're like, it's done.
yeah.
And then you hear a knock 3
Some
days
Ro-
later, and then fucking
Some Romans
rabbits
should
are
have
laying
made a
eggs.
sick like coat out of him.
Ew.
A tight little Jesus coat.
Oh, that's a little.
you think the
Is this
first person
chainsaw?
he saw when he got out, he goes, "Ta-da!"
He's like, pull my finger.
Yeah, he was
started
probably
pulling my finger.
like dizzy. Like you ever been woken up when you're like hungover?
Yes.
fuck.
Like he was probably
Yes.
like, oh fuck.
What
ah,
the fuck did I? Oh,
Why my hand's bleeding?
shit. God damn it.
do you think he knew that the holes in his hands were gonna stay? Because he must have woken up and he's like, "Oh, see, it worked, Dad. Thanks." And then he looks at his hands and he's like, "What the fuck?"
I'm a fucking zombie.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna flip a coin to see if I leave this cave.
He goes, "Shit." How old is coin flipping? That has to be one of the oldest things since coins.
No, yeah, of course.
Like, we didn't invent coin flipping in the West in like the modern
No,
age.
no. I
Coin-
think. No, that's.
And how old is heads or tails? Because
Well, there's been heads on coins for a long time. You
was-
find like old Greek coins and Roman coins. that
yeah,
got,
that's what I'm saying.
like the whatever.
To be honest,
Fucking
every
Caligula
bald
has head
person
on
I'm
it.
looking at seems like Jeremy Dobsky.
Oh, you were with Dobsky recently, right?
Is he
Or is that
alive?
an old picture?
Last weekend. Yeah.
Yeah. How
we did
goes he?
Showtime.
Is he alive? Is he still bald?
Yep.
Yep, all those things. I
He
found.
was headlining Showtime, and I came to open because they needed to move some tickets.
He was
And I
headlining.
used to live there.
Oh, okay. All right.
And my
wink,
chick's
wink.
from there.
You what?
My chick's from there too.
No, she's not.
Thorold.
She's from Thorold.
She's from.
I lived in Thorold. We lived in Thorold at the same time.
No,
Oh.
she's from Niagara. She told me
no,
she's from
Niagara-
Niagara.
Niagara region.
Yeah, Thorold is in Niagara.
Thorold is in Niagara.
She said Niagara specifically.
No.
Well, that's the whole region.
Dude,
That's like saying you're from Peel when you're in
you've
Brampton.
seen
You're
her.
like, yeah.
She puts all her buttons up.
No. But first of all, neither of these examples. She.
And also, why are you telling me where my girlfriend's from?
Were you hoping all her cleavage was nice?
No,
there's Ian's girl.
You have been to Niagara Falls. Nobody knows how to use buttons over there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I thought you were hoping when you see our friend's girl, you're like, I hope her tits are out.
No.
Me too.
I'm not likely.
Yeah. I hope they are too.
Have you guys seen the wheelchair
the
guy
first time I
from
did meet her,
Niagara?
we were at a beach.
The wheelchair? There's only one?
No, there's a guy
A
who
comic.
flies down the hill in Niagara Falls,
Yeah.
Clifton Hill, in a wheelchair. And he records himself. He's like a homeless guy in a wheelchair. And he gets like real low
He
to the
zooms
ground.
down?
He carves down Clifton Hill.
Like those
Jesus.
skateboarders?
Yeah, he's sick. He goes so fast.
That's sick.
Yeah, and he's like a homeless looking guy.
And he stops right before the falls.
Yeah, and he turns his hat backwards. And
I hate that. I fucking hate people that put their hats backwards. I fucking hate
Pokemon.
backwards hats.
Pokemon made that happen.
Yeah.
I fucking hate backward hats.
Pokemon taught me that if you're going to do something intense, you turn your hat around.
No one ever was.
I fucking hate. But
Oh.
I know quite a few women that think backward hats is sexy.
What, now?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I see girls with backwards caps more often than guys now.
Lesbians.
Well, that's lesbians.
No.
You go to the lab a lot.
That's true.
Hey, lab's a pretty cool place.
Yeah.
Backward hats.
They book a lot of cool, funny comedians.
Let's see, right there.
Oh, one
There's a
name,
bunch
funny-
of women that find that guy sexy.
What?
The guy running?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he's running. He's already up.
Yeah. I mean, there's blind women. They probably don't mind him.
No, women like a runner. I think.
Yeah.
I think women. You see a guy running.
They like the symbolism of tying someone down and.
No,
them
I don't mean they
stationary.
like to catch.
Girls like a nice calf.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
like
nice calves.
women like a runner's body.
I honestly, what is the sex appeal of calves? What is that all about?
You can pick up stuff.
Pick up. Yeah.
With calves, you can't pick up shit with calves.
start from the
You
calves.
pick up with your knees and your thighs.
Look.
your calves do.
If you can
jack
do
shit.
squats, you got calves.
If I was picking my woman off of. If I was picking my woman off of she's going to be the stronger one in the relationship and take care of me, I would want a woman with strong calves that can lift me up
Yeah,
and
but
make me feel special.
you would look thighs first, then calves. You don't go like, okay, shoes, thigh. Okay, calves are good. Okay, her calves there. Okay.
No, you know what it is though? Calves are more commonly visible because men will wear shorts to like here. It's more rare that men wear shorts up here. So you do see the calves, but like up here shorts, it happens, but it's less often. So people enjoy a good calf.
Like, as soon
I
as
got
the guy
big
sits
ass
down,
calves.
you get the thighs.
Do you?
Yeah, dude.
Take off your pants.
Yeah, these are solid calves. Those are solid
Those
calves.
are solid calves. Those are solid calves. Yeah, hairier than I thought you were going to be.
Oh, really?
I just grew my hair back. In
Mentally, you
grade,
decided?
No, in grade 12, I waxed my legs for breast cancer, and I didn't really like. Half my legs did not get hair back for a good 15 years.
You waxed your legs for breast cancer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
My school had to raise so much money, and I would wax my legs in front of the school.
Oh, that must have been
And I went
painful.
around class. I skipped school that whole day and went class to class every period, demanding money.
Oh man, that's fantastic. Because I did the dumb thing. Like I said, I was gonna grow my hair and then cut it and donate it for cancer. That's what I'm doing now. But
No, my hair was awesome, so I wasn't
get
going
a
to
free
shave that
wax
off.
treatment. Jeez, I might do that again.
It was stupid ass.
You know what? I'll wax my legs
girls-
for Terry Fox.
It was stupid ass girls in the beauty class or whatever, the cosmetology class.
Yeah.
Waxing my legs.
The sexy
who-
ones?
I don't think they'd ever wax
Hold on,
somebody's
this is
leg before.
university?
No, high school.
Your high school had cosmetology?
Yeah.
Honestly, I got gypped on a lot of things.
Yeah, because you went to
my-
Rexdale. No shit.
No.
Yeah, you guys just learned how to load
No.
guns and make
No,
butter
oh yeah,
chicken.
you went to the all boys school where they raped you.
Okay, first of all, they did not. There was very little.
Molestation.
Yes,
That's the word.
No, I heard of none.
There was very little, so just the priest had his tiny
No,
dick.
first of all, there was not a priest on scene. Okay.
There was no priest on scene.
There was no
he was
priest on
off
scene.
screen. He was
No.
off camera.
He lost his priest license, so
There was a religious guy, but I don't think he was in the priesthood. What was his name?
what kind of religion?
Brother? No, he was Catholic. What I mean is, like, he was in charge of the chapel, but I don't think he was a priest. I think
He was
he
a
was
deacon?
No.
Dickin Sanker's butt.
A cardinal.
I forget. Brother. We used to call him Brother something. And
Was he
Brother.
black?
Oh.
No.
Oh, he was a friar.
Old Irish guy.
Oh, Brother Love.
He was a friar.
I don't even remember my story now. I don't remember what I was saying.
No, Brother Love.
You were gypped in high school because you went to all
yeah.
boys school.
First of all, I did not go
Richmond
to
Hill,
Rex.
where they molested
not
little
Richmond
boys.
Hill. I do not like Richmond Hill. Not Richmond Hill.
You
No
are
offense.
Richmond Hill.
No, North York.
No, it's not North York.
Yes, it's North York.
Steeles
Yes.
and Bayview,
Uh-huh.
Richmond Hill.
No.
Steeles and Bayview and
Was
Steeles.
there Asian people?
First of all,
Were there Asian people? Sanker?
Steeles,
Yes.
Steeles and Bayview turns into Markham. You doofus.
No.
And,
That's east.
You know,
Were
the
there-
sign says "Welcome to Markham."
Were there more?
It says "Welcome."
Were there more Asian people or Italians?
Markham is east of 404.
Two most common populations: Asians and Italians, and Persians. A lot of Persians. But
Persians, Richmond Hill.
We are not Bayview and Steeles. We're Bayview and Finch. Steeles is the border. So I was on the border of Toronto, but we're still Toronto.
Buff, I've delivered to Brave Buff. Brave Buff, the entrance to Brave Buff is off of Steeles.
Yes, but it's on the south side of Steeles, not
Okay,
the north.
so you were in
But
Richmond
Steeles
Hill
and
when you were in
Bayview,
school,
Richmond Hill.
and you were in North York when you went on recess.
No, it's on
Yes.
the south. So the school is in Toronto. My parents' house was in Toronto. If you cross the street, yes, you would end up in Markham, not Richmond Hill.
Markham.
But I didn't cross the street. Now,
Markham down is
Yeah,
Richmond
yeah.
Hill.
So you were basically on Toronto pissing on Markham.
I mean, I didn't piss
Yeah,
on
well,
that. But
obviously,
yeah. I could have pissed on Markham from my high school, yes. Yes. In fact, when one of my friends ran across the street, he was hit in Markham, not in Toronto, yes. Which was hilarious.
Lousy drivers in Markham.
He got hit by the mirror. He got clipped. It was so funny. Everybody talked about it the next day. He was like jaywalking. He saw somebody. He was like, "Yo!" and he went to go catch him. And then he ran across, but he just barely dodged the car. But the car's mirror hit him in the side back.
People who have to argue this much though are not in Toronto.
Yeah, I mean,
When I lived in Rexdale, my building was literally like the Welcome to Toronto sign, and then my building.
I wasn't even. We were Rexdale and Kipling area.
I had to argue with people all the time that I'm like, no, I'm actually in Toronto and not Malton. And
Yes.
me having to do that means I wasn't really in Toronto.
no, yeah.
Because like now, no one can dispute that we're in Toronto right now.
No, obviously. We're
But
in
the fact
Town.
that you have to dispute it,
No, I don't have to dispute it.
You do have to dispute
You're
it.
not from
I
Toronto,
don't-
dude.
I don't have to dispute
When
it.
you're on Steeles, you need to dispute.
No.
Because you need to say, I'm on the south side of
No,
Steeles.
no.
I'm not on the
You're an
north
import.
side
Because
of Steeles.
our MP was Don Valley North. Because the Don Valley, that section, if you ask that MP, they are covering Toronto. Shout out to the upcoming election. I have never lived outside of Toronto ever.
I'm gonna vote for whatever
Ever.
candidate
Unlike you
annexes
losers.
your family's neighborhood.
My land.
I'm voting Bloc Québécois.
I want your parents sent back to Quebec.
We're not in Gatineau or whatever. What is that Ottawa close town?
Gatineau?
Yeah, is Gatineau? Is that?
Gatineau, yeah. Hull Gatineau
Yo, I
is,
hate when people
but that's
use an
Ontario,
accent like
right?
What do you mean accent?
that. He's like,
I'm
he's
not gonna
talking
s-
normal, and then he's like, Gatineau?
No, it's Gatineau.
That's
It's not Gatineau. It's
Gatineau.
Gatineau.
that sucks.
Yeah.
Gatineau.
It's
That's like
Gatineau.
if an Asian person was like, oh, Ian?
Yes.
Because your name's Ian.
Yeah, but if they say it
No,
like
no, no,
that,
no.
like they say my
They're gonna
name
call
all
you
fucked up
Iggy.
like you talk.
No, that's
Continue to talk
That's
weird.
a bad example. That's a bad example.
But
What-
Gatineau's Gatineau.
No, it's
It's not Gatineau.
It's Gatineau.
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 it's Gatineau.
Gatineau, bitch.
A more apt example is if you learned another language and you're in China and you're speaking, let's say, I'm a big fan of the Cantonese instead, but you're speaking Cantonese, and then you're going to say in Cantonese to someone, "Oh, but I live in Toronto," right?
I live
You
in
would go,
Toronto.
Yeah, no, you
That's
would say-
Japanese.
No, you
I'm
would
racist.
clip it, send it to the lab.
Oh no, Bongun Kim's not gonna like me anymore.
No, you would when you would get to the word Toronto, you wouldn't say
Toronto.
Ching, 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 you would say Toronto. You would say it like that.
No, I would continue.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Let's be real.
No, you would
I'm not learning Cantonese any time soon.
Yeah, but when are you going to learn French?
Never.
Exactly.
I'd rather learn Cantonese than French.
So how would you say? I don't know. What's another city in Quebec outside of Quebec City and Montreal?
Laval.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a French word.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it with an accent. I would say Laval.
You did say it with an accent.
No,
Laval.
No,
That's
Laval.
Laval.
It's actually.
I'm Georges St. Pierre. I live from Laval.
Georges St. Pierre.
I forgot he always turns into Jordan Peterson with you.
It's my French accent. I am Georges St. Pierre.
It's getting darker, and I did not set up lights.
Yeah, and I have to go
we
to
don't
a
need
spot
lights.
at the very
The wonderful lab.
prestigious.
I love the lab.
Oh, the lab
Wow.
is 7:30.
That's where my story.
Hold on. I thought Keys was doing an open mic here today.
It is. It is.
No, he does a show. I think he might do an open mic later. I don't know.
Mitchell
Here.
Alvis will be on the show,
Maybe.
so stick around.
Ew. Yucky.
Mitchell Alvis looks
Get
like
along with him
I know,
much
but I
better
like-
than other
but
comics.
Mitchell looks like he could
Why?
be a growth
Do
cut
people
off
don't like
Felix.
Mitchell Alvis?
He look.
You know in
his-
Men in Black
he's such a
2,
nice-looking
when
chipmunk.
Johnny Knoxville has that little guy growing off his head?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mitchell could
Oh.
be
He could
Felix's
be a-
little
well, they're-
growth.
Oh, what movie is that?
They are both Sri Lankan.
Yes, but I think Mitchell is. I think Mitchell's single.
He's single, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
He's a different. There's two types of Sri Lankans, maybe
I think
three.
they
The
call
ones that
him
get
single. I was
married
like,
is the
"Is
ones
there
that
a
stay
third?"
single.
Is there a third unspoken of
Yes.
Sri Lankan?
Yeah, we call them Kaka.
Really?
Yeah, the Muslims. We don't tell you. We call them Kaka.
Okay, but they're Muslim, but they're not. They aren't originally Tamil or Sinhalese, or were they
No,
something else?
Yeah, they're not.
Oh, I thought
Tamil
you
or
guys were
Sinhalese,
calling him
they're-
single.
they're
I was like,
Kaka.
I think he's got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
They're the Muslims.
No. He's Mitchell is one, Felix is another, and then there's a third, lesser. There's the Green Party of Sri Lanka is also there.
Maybe I'll move there.
Sri
Sri
Lanka?
Lanka?
Yeah, shake things up over there.
Oh, you'll love it there.
Yeah,
I
Colombo.
think I could take over Sri Lanka.
No.
Become a figurehead. I go, listen up, Sri Lankans.
Dude, there's not enough. There's not enough suntan lotion.
A real tap on the table. That's all it takes.
Listen up. Listen up, you little motherfuckers. I feel like they're tiny.
She's walking back to her Ferrari.
Imagine she pulls out a Ferrari and we're like, oh shit, she did have one.
You do wear pajama pants in Ferraris. All right, well, you enjoy the lab. I really like the lab. It's a great place.
The Labiton?
They've put me on a couple times before.
Yeah,
It's
not
a good-
anymore. Once
I
I
like the
talk to
tacos
them.
across from the lab.
Yeah, you're gonna tell them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we'll end on. That's what we'll say is that you made that joke about the
Tell me
lab
bad.
probably does not listen to this.
No.
Nobody
there's-
in the lab listens
But
to
what's
this.
funny about it though is it's like my go-to. Like if someone's like, "Oh, do you want me to say something before?" I'm like, "You might as well say like Goblin Ogre or whatever, right?"
I will not be doing that tonight.
You know,
I'm gonna say the corner.
No, say producer of the Goblin Ogre podcast.
I'm
That's
gonna
how
say
you-
flicks with dicks, quite honestly.
Yeah, say it. I'm gonna start saying that. Be better for my PR.
I still say it. New episode coming soon. Wait. Listen up. Follow.
Okay, well, thank you for being on, Ian Fergus and Felix Joseph,
Anytime.
and thanks for listening.
Thank you.